from the Iceberg with a Grandpolar, coming to you over the Ethernet and into your ears.
Hi guys, welcome to From the Iceberg. We have the Time Jugglers with us from Sofia in Bulgaria. And without any further ado, tell us about who you are, who the Time Jugglers are, and how you met.
Go ahead. Well, we started together as a band in 2016. But actually the band members were different back then. I'm actually the original member left from the other guys. Now we recorded our second album, which is going to be released next Friday on the 18th of February. It's called The Tyrant Within, and I'm pretty proud with this project we did, because it's really different from what we've done till now, and we have a lot of different influencers in the band. So I'm gonna start with mine. Mine, I would say, top favorite is Tina Turner, Beth Hart, and Alice in Chains. I would say, and you will hear it in the album as well. Maybe Philip will say for him.
Yeah, on this record, the main artists that kind of influenced me from a songwriting perspective were mainly Black Sabbath, Alice in Chains again to a certain extent, and other than that, some other bands, occasionally stuff like Typo Negative, Soundgarden, Rage Against the Machine, a lot of the 90s bands, which some more well known and some not so well known, and also occasionally some like more stoner alternative metal influences as well.
Okay, because on your first single, what drew me to listen to it was, and now also listening to Lighthouse, it's almost, you're more going into more of a progressive rock side. Can I say that? Alternative progressive rock. It's not really like mainstream. Would you agree with that? Because I could hear there was a big blues influence in the first song. It was very bluesy, more bluesy than rocky. So the album, is it more, is that where you're going as progressive, into a more progressive type rock area? Or
there is a bit stoner rock as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean the progressive side probably comes in from, that probably carries on from our first release, because even then we would try to kind of make these sudden changes sort of in the middle of the song, and that's something that we always really like to do, to kind of bring in a different kind of vibe, to just make the composition and the whole song feel even more full than it already is.
Yeah, it's not verse, verse, bridge, verse, verse.
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay.
He's the main composer of the songs, so.
Okay, and lyrics, everything you do, Philip?
Yeah, mainly up until this point, most of the stuff in terms of composition, lyrics has originated from me, but in terms of the entire songwriting process, like everyone like suggests ideas if they have something that they want to put forward. So in the end, it does kind of become a much more wholesome project, shall we say.
Yeah. But you direct them the way you want it.
where I feel I need to, yeah.
Every band needs a figure like him, so.
Yeah, no, that's true. There's always one who has to finally say, no, it's going this way.
It's it's going fairly well at the moment. I mean, in terms of stuff like COVID restrictions, it isn't, they never really got in the way too much, although it definitely did take its toll. However, I guess the thing that has kind of stopped us getting out on stage recently has just been the fact that we've been really immersed in the upcoming album, trying to get everything completely just as solid and set in stone as possible. But otherwise, there are some really cool bands which come out of the Bulgarian scene. Not any that's anyone outside of the country would probably recognize. But I guess it's just the fact that certain elements like promotion, agents and stuff like that don't really have, like agents and promoters don't really have that much of an influence outside of the country. So it's kind of hard for any band to kind of break through on an international scene.
Well, I've noticed there's a lot of good music coming out of, because that's what I'm always looking for, is new stuff in countries that people haven't heard of. And there's Sevi for a start. I mean, they I think I'm speaking to them in a week's time or 2 weeks' time. And I noticed you got one track where you've got Sevi singing with you as well. Are you guys quite close, or how did that come about?
Yeah, well, that came about really interesting, actually, because we had to perform at a contest in a local bar, which they were actually the jury on the contest, and obviously she loved us really much, very much, and so she somehow contacted me and found me on social media, and she wrote to me about her own project, which was an acoustic album she was about to release, and she wanted me to be her backing vocal on the album promo. And that's how I actually started working with her. And we had a really great bond between the two of us. And that's why we decided to invite her to our first single from the album. And it became really well. I'm proud of it, yes.
Okay. And are there any future plans to do any more collaborations or anything?
We would definitely like to do more if possible. Yeah, I mean, but we kind of wanted to do like another one or two on this album, but in the end, it was it was mainly just her, and we also got an extra another guitar player to lay down a couple of solos. Vasil Vasilev was his name, and also on one of the interludes we have a saxophone player as well. Again, kind of attached to that slight blues elements, which comes up in different places.
Yes.
Okay. One thing I do on this show, and it's very popular with people, is we do something called My Favorite Test.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
It's 10 questions. There's no tricks. Just say the first thing that comes into your head. Can you read this all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It will go out on YouTube, and we will edit out any incorrect answers. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Burger.
Probably some local cuisine from Bulgaria. I would say shkembe, chorba.
Okay.
Well, I would say that I have traveled enough in Europe so that I could say Munich, because I like the atmosphere, and I like the people there, and I've visited it a couple of times, so that's my favorite city.
Helsinki.
Okay.
Black Sabbath.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay. Rammstein.
Okay.
Green.
Purple. Deep purple.
The Matrix.
Okay, I'm not sure here. I mean, I don't have like a favorite movie. I love a lot of movies. So, okay, I would say one. I need to remember the name. Damn it.
Is she always like this?
Yeah, I'm always like, I remember even the lyrics of the songs. I don't know. Can I
Okay.
skip? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, I would say Tina Turner, Undercover Agent for the Blues.
At the moment, Children of the Next Level by Testament.
I would say Monkey. They're pretty funny.
I'd say Panda.
Okay.
James Dean.
Well, to carry on from, no. Actually, I don't know. Sean Connery. Beer.
Beer. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a tricky one. Well,
I don't listen to that much radio.
okay, I can say one. It's a local radio. It's called Jazz FM. I really love listening it to like every day. So Jazz FM in the heart for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't say Bulldogs Radio, so I'm afraid that's the end of the interview.
Like I said, it was a tricky one.